This video is brought to you by True Tales of Buried Treasure, the largest collection of old treasure magazines in the West. On our website, you can search for individual treasure stories by region or by our original magazines themselves. To pay us a visit, please click on the link in the description. Enjoy.
Ever heard this tale before? Just a sip of putrid water lingering in a prospector's canteen, seeping away. His provisions depleted the night prior, and now he trudges through the blistering desert en route to the nearest town. In the midst of a parched arroyo, he stumbles upon a mesquite tree, seeking solace in its shade. His eyes widen with disbelief as he beholds glistening gold nuggets strewn about. Slipping a sample into his pocket, he resumes his journey. In town, he secures a grub stake and ventures back into that unforgiving desert. A fortune awaits him at that mesquite tree. But though he's committed the landmarks to memory, he can't locate that tree with the nuggets. As long as he draws breath, he relentlessly hunts for it, in vain. Heard that tale before? Such themes thread through countless treasure stories. Many scoff at the notion that such wonders could occur, claiming there's no factual foundation for such tales. But if you seek gold, don't scoff, amigo. I reckon most of these stories hold true, even if they've been passed down through countless years. I am a firm believer in the power of treasure stories, for I have experienced something akin to their enchantment myself. For over a year, I roamed the treacherous expanse of the Sonoran Desert in Arizona, tirelessly sifting through sand and gravel, unearthing a few precious nuggets across 3 mountain ranges, and stumbling upon a small pocket of gold near the Mexican border. Yet, the elusive mother lode, the grand vein that all prospectors yearn for, remained just beyond my grasp. It was around the twilight of December 15th when my boots carried me up the rugged walls of Palm Canyon, nestled deep within the Kofa Mountains, somewhere betwixt the arid stretch of Arizona Highway 95 connecting Yuma and Quartzsite. In this secluded sanctuary, adorned with the only native palms in all of Arizona, I sought my fortune. But alas, a fine mist of powdery snow began to descend, delicately veiling the rocky precipices with an ephemeral sheen. Though the snowflakes swiftly melted upon contact, they transformed the cliffs into treacherous slopes, slick and perilous. Realizing the danger that lurked above, I made a reluctant decision to retreat, vowing to return when fortune smiled upon me. Leaving the canyon behind, my weary footsteps guided me along a wide wash, a dry riverbed strewn with a cascade of debris. This wash, born in the lofty heights of the mountains, meandered its way across the vast expanse of the desert flats, like a serpentine guardian of hidden wonders. Half an hour into the wash, I caught sight of glimmering pebbles, drawing me closer. Kneeling down, I marveled at the marble-sized stones adorned with delicate gold nuggets. Sensing their value, I carefully pocketed a handful, my eyes darting across the peaks, committing their distinct formations to memory. These landmarks would guide me back to this treasure trove someday. To quell any doubts, I ventured into Quartzsite, seeking affirmation of my find. Entering the shop of a seasoned dealer in gems, minerals, and gold, I approached him with innocence, presenting the precious pebbles. As he held them up to the light, a spark of excitement ignited in his eyes. With a jeweler's glass, he scrutinized them silently, delving deeper into their secrets. One moment, he finally spoke, his voice filled with intrigue. I must take a closer look. He retreated into the sanctuary of another room, closing the door behind him, leaving me to ponder the mysteries of my newfound fortune. Emerging with a renewed curiosity, he inquired, his voice laced with a hint of wonder. Pray tell, good sir, where did you stumble upon these rare treasures? In search of an answer, I resorted to a little trick I learned from Nick the Russian, a seasoned prospector I held in high regard. Whenever someone posed the question of the source of his gold, Nick would employ a simple yet effective gesture. Mimicking his technique, I extended my arm and pointed my finger, performing a smooth arc of 180 degrees. With a knowing smile, I uttered, "Out there." The man from Quartzsite grinned knowingly. "I should have known better than to inquire," he admitted. "What you've got here is a hefty amount of gold in these minuscule rocks. If you trace it back, it might just lead you to a lucrative vein. This is the most promising discovery Quartzsite has witnessed in ages." With that in mind, I decided to enlist the help of my trusted partner, Whitey Phillips. We had embarked on numerous ventures together, and his intimate knowledge of the region made him the ideal choice. Whitey resided in a cabin nestled in the Kofa Mountains, where he had spent a good 50 years prospecting the land. We trudged through the rugged washes for a full day, scrambling over massive boulders that towered over a man's head. It seemed that every few steps, the washes split into multiple branches, confusing our path. Although I later tried to map out the area in my mind and on paper, I couldn't locate a spot that even remotely resembled where I had discovered gold on the surface of the wash. It was disheartening to realize that not only had I failed to find the exact location, but I also began to doubt if I had ever been close at all. The washes were like a maze, with countless branches that could easily lead one astray. They all looked indistinguishable from one another. After 2 days of searching, all we managed to find was a solitary Gila monster. It was a disappointing outcome, but the memory of that experience still lingers in my mind. I can't help but wonder what could have been if I had followed the wash into the mountains on that snowy December day. Perhaps I would have stumbled upon a rich vein of gold. Or if I had taken the time to gather a few dozen of those unassuming pebbles, I could have made a handsome fortune. The handful of stones I did manage to collect fetched a staggering $250 each from a collector, reminding me of the missed opportunity that slipped through my fingers. Why did I not choose either path? I cannot offer a satisfactory answer, other than the fact that I embarked on my journey that morning, with no provisions or tools for prospecting. It was merely a leisurely hike, devoid of any serious intent. Now I have come to the conclusion that the gold site will only be rediscovered under specific weather conditions, mirroring those present when I initially stumbled upon it. Specifically, a gentle mist descending upon the wash in the late afternoon of mid-December, beneath the weighty embrace of an overcast sky. The sun, piercing through the dense cover, cast a subdued glow rather than the usual harsh brilliance of the desert's fiery orb. It was this soft illumination that caused the stones to shimmer and beckon to me. Undoubtedly, the mist veiling the precious stones played its part in enhancing this enchanting spectacle. If you stumble upon the same revelation as I did, make sure to erect markers, guiding you back to that sacred ground. Gather those stones laced with golden threads and venture deep into the rugged peaks. Within those towering summits lies the genesis of gold, a vein concealed amidst the untamed wilderness, gold forever sought by the hearts of men, a treasure both discovered and forgotten with equal ease. Those who mock such tales fail to grasp the essence of this precious metal. It is the very elusiveness of gold that renders it invaluable, a quality that sets it apart and which renders it a prized enigma of the ages.
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to read the original article or purchase the magazine from which it was taken, please check out our website, truetalesofburiedtreasure.com.